everyone, welcome back to my class. Myself Rumana Ali. I hope you all are doing well. In today's class, I'm going to explain you about marine ecosystem. Marine water bodies includes oceans and seas, and they are usually they show the presence of salt water in it, and there are some organisms that are present in the marine ecosystem. They adapt to live in this salty water. They adapt themselves in order to survive in this marine ecosystem, and 200 million years ago it was believed that the life was created in the sea only, because when we see the composition of the salt water is similar to the composition of the cell. So it was believed that the life was created in the sea. The life is exited, or the life has started from the sea. The organisms that are present in the water bodies, some of the organisms comes out of the sea, they come on the land, they show some evolution, that means the changes. So because of that changes, it converts themselves into some complex structures, it converts themselves into a complex one. So this is called as evolution. So in this way it was believed that the life was started and it has been evolved from the sea only, from the water bodies itself. So it was a thought, or it was believed that the organisms are acquiring new features and the new characteristics by following a process of evolution. By involving in a process of evolution, they acquire the new characteristic and features, and they adapt themselves in a particular habitat in which they live. And this marine ecosystem, as I told you, that oceans and seas can come under this marine ecosystem. So when we look at the oceans or seas, there are so many different ecosystems are also present in this type of water bodies. But as like the land ecosystem, we cannot make the physical boundaries. We cannot draw the physical boundaries between the different ecosystems that are present in the oceans. In some of the zones of the ocean, the water is too salty and the temperature is also different, whereas in some regions the temperature is very low when compared to the temperature which is present in the upper zone. So in this way there are different ecosystems that are present in the ocean. In the marine ecosystem also we can find so many different ecosystems based on the differences in the salinity and in the temperature, and also based on the difference in the pressure. There are so many organisms that lives in the oceans and seas, and they adapt certain features in order to survive in these oceans and seas, in these water bodies. So if you see some part of the oceans, it contains a high amount of the salt and the pressure is too high. So the animals like whales which are present in the water bodies, they are very big in size, and they also shows the high pressure, the internal pressure, whatever the internal pressure is present inside their body, it is also too high. So the higher internal pressure of the whales can counter the outer salty water pressure. In this way, they adapt certain features to withstand with the pressure, to withstand the higher pressure of this water bodies. So high internal pressure of the whales counters the outer salty water pressure. Even though they don't have strong limbs to withstand the pressure, but because of the higher internal pressure, they can be able to survive in this type of environment. So in this topic we will see how the different animals are able to withstand the temperature and pressure of the different ecosystems that exist in the marine ecosystem. And we know about the fact that as we go down deep into the earth, or as we go down deep into the water, the pressure increases, and 1 atmospheric of the pressure increases at every 10 meters. So as we go down deep into the water bodies, the pressure always increases. It's a fact. Now let us talk about the secret swimming, how the animals can withstand the fluctuations of the temperature and pressure in these water bodies. So when we look at when we take the example of whale, whales are very big animals. They are present in the water bodies. They come up or they come to the surface of the water body in order to take up the food or in order to fulfill that some basic requirement. But they need to go down deep into the earth as well. So to go down deep into the water, they show some special mechanism. So what is that mechanism? Let us see. They have lungs, and when they come up or when they come close to the surface, the air is filled in their lungs. As the lungs of the whales are filled up with the air, the body of the whales becomes light and the density of their body will be low in such cases. As the density becomes low and the body of the whales becomes light, they can easily go down deep. They collapses the lungs. So due to the collapsing of the lungs, the air which is present in it, it cannot come out of the body of the whales, and it balances the light weight of the body. It maintains the density to go down deep into the water. So by this, by collapsing the lungs, they can easily move down into the water. They can go to the depth of the water. But when they want to come up to the surface of the water, when they want to reach the surface of the water, at that time they open their lungs and they utilize the oxygen, and also with the help of their fins they can come up. As they opens the lungs or as they use the amount of the oxygen which is present, the density gradually increases. Because of the higher amount of the density, or as the density increases, the weight of the body also increases. Because of the higher weight, they can come up, they can reach the surface of the water body. So in this way, the mechanism of coming to the surface and going into the depth of the water can be achieved by the whales. They show some special features, or they show some special behavior, that is collapsing the lungs. Now when we see some other fishes that are present in the water bodies, they also go down deep into the water and come up to the surface. They also reaches the surface of the water body. Here also they show some different mechanism, and the different body features are present, that is swim bladder. Swim bladder is a part which is present in the fishes. So when the fishes wanted to go down deep into the water body, then they collapses this swim bladder. As they collapses the swim bladder, the gas which is present in the swim bladder, it comes out and it makes the body of the fish somewhat heavier, so that it goes down into the earth. So in this way, there are different mechanisms that are shown by the different aquatic animals in order to move around the water bodies or around the different zones of the oceans. And there are certain factors like oxygen, temperature and salinity. Based on the differences in these factors, the different animals shows the different adaptations. As the marine water is too salty, as the high amount of the salt is present in the marine water, so the animals which are living in the marine ecosystem, they need to get rid of this salt to carry out the different activities. So to do this or to achieve this, they can go for the process called osmosis. With the help of a process called osmosis, they can filter the salt from the water and use that water for carrying out the different activities. And the oxygen, when the aquatic animals needs to absorb the oxygen, they use the special features or the special body parts which are present in them, which are called as gills. So fishes have gills to absorb the oxygen. And when we see the ocean, there are different zones present in the ocean, and when we go down deep into the water body, always the depth of the ocean shows extreme low temperature, and because of this extremely low temperature, the animals which lives in that particular zone, they cannot if they do not show some adaptations, then they cannot be able to live in that cold environment. So certain animals who lives in that cold environment, they show certain adaptations like blubber. Blubber is a part which is present in some aquatic animals. It acts like an insulator and protect the body from the cold. So in this way, they can withstand that cold environment. And certain animals shows anti-freezing agents. Anti-freezing substances are present in the blood of some aquatic animals, and these anti-freezing agents that are present in the body in the blood of the animals, they prevent the blood clot. If the temperature is extremely low, then the blood may clot. So to prevent the blood clotting and to maintain the proper blood circulation, there are some substances present in the blood of an aquatic animal, and that substances are called as anti-freezing substances. So in this way, the different aquatic animals shows the different adaptations to survive in that habitat or to survive in that ecosystem. Some of the immobile animals like barnacles, they bind to the rocks. So whenever the ocean currents occur, they can withstand that. So in this way, they are also showing some adaptations in order to survive in this marine ecosystem. The next adaptation that is shown by the animals living in the marine ecosystem is symbiotic relationship. The symbiosis can also be seen in between the animals living in the marine ecosystem. For example, sea anemones and clownfishes, they both shows a symbiotic relationship. They protect themselves from the enemies and help each other in getting their food. So in this way, symbiosis can also be seen in between certain aquatic animals. And whales and haringales are also the aquatic animals that show the symbiosis. They help each other in traveling long distances. So in such a way, the different mechanisms or the different processes are followed, the different features are shown, and the special features are adapted by the aquatic animals to survive in an ecosystem and to fit them well in this marine ecosystem. तो अभी हम बात करेंगे मराइन इकोसिस्टम की। ये वाला इकोसिस्टम में ओशंस और सीज इंक्लूड होते हैं, और ओशंस में भी कई तरह के इकोसिस्टम्स देखने को मिलेंगे, डिफरेंट इकोसिस्टम्स रहेंगे, लेकिन इसको हम सही से क्लासीफाई नहीं कर पाएंगे। लेकिन थोड़े से ऐसे जोन्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जिसमें टेम्परेचर और सैलिनिटी, ये सारे डिफरेंसेस की वजह से ही डिफरेंट इकोसिस्टम्स देखने को मिलेंगे। यानी एक मराइन इकोसिस्टम में मराइन वाटर बॉडीज में सॉल्ट ज़्यादा होता है, और ज़्यादा सॉल्ट की वजह से उसका प्रेशर भी ज़्यादा होता है। तो इस प्रेशर को काउंटर करने के लिए वेल्स की बॉडी के अंदर जो प्रेशर होता है वो भी हाई होता है। तो हाई इंटरनल प्रेशर ऑफ द वेल्स एनकाउंटर्स द आउटर सॉल्टी वाटर प्रेशर। ये एक फैक्ट है कि जैसा जैसा डेप्थ में जाते जाएंगे ऑर्गेनिजम्स, प्रेशर वैसा ही इंक्रीज होता जाएगा। 10 मीटर्स पे 1 एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर इंक्रीज होगा। सो दिस इज अ फैक्ट। तो अभी हम बात करेंगे कि किस तरह से, कौन से मैकेनिज्म्स को फॉलो करके एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स मूव अराउंड होते हैं ओशंस में या फिर सीज में, और इसको हम बोलेंगे सीक्रेट स्विमिंग। तो वेल्स जो है उनके लंग्स में जब एयर फिल हो जाती है तब उनकी बॉडी लाइट वेट हो जाती है और वो इजीली ओशन के डेप्थ में जा सकते हैं। वेल्स लंग्स में एयर फिल हो जाने के बाद में इसको कोलैप्स करते हैं ताकि एयर बाहर ना जाए, और फिर वो एयर सर्कुलेट होती है उनके मसल्स में, और जैसा ही एयर फिल हो जाती है लंग्स में, उनकी बॉडी का वेट लाइट हो जाता है, डेंसिटी लो हो जाती है, जिसकी वजह से वो आसानी से नीचे डेप्थ में जा सकते हैं। और जब उनको सरफेस के ऊपर आना होता है तब वो लोग लंग्स को ओपन कर देते हैं, ऑक्सीजन को यूज़ करते हैं और फिन्स की मदद से स्विम करते हुए सरफेस के ऊपर आ सकते हैं। तो ये कोलैप्सिंग लंग्स एक ऐसा मैकेनिज्म है जो वेल्स बताते हैं डेप्थ में जाने के लिए और ओशन के सरफेस पर आने के लिए। इसी तरह से थोड़े से फिशेज है जिसके अंदर एक स्पेशल स्ट्रक्चर प्रेजेंट होता है जिसको हम बोलेंगे स्विम ब्लैडर। स्विम ब्लैडर एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर है जिसके अंदर एयर फिल हो जाती है, और जैसा ही एयर फिल होती है फिश की बॉडी का वेट लाइट हो जाता है, और ये स्विम ब्लैडर एक बायोन्ट फोर्स प्रोड्यूस करता है जिसकी वजह से फिशेस स्विम करते हैं और फ्लोट करते हैं सरफेस ऑफ द वाटर पर। लेकिन जब फिशेस को डेप्थ में जाना होता है वाटर बॉडी के, तब ये स्विम ब्लैडर को कोलैप्स कर देते हैं। जैसा ही ये स्विम ब्लैडर कोलैप्स हो जाएगा, जो भी गैस प्रेजेंट होती है वो मूव आउट हो जाएगी, ये बाहर आ जाएगी, जिसकी वजह से फिशेस की बॉडी हैवियर हो जाती है और वो इजीली डेप्थ में जा सकते हैं। तो ये इस तरीके से डिफरेंट मैकेनिज्म्स होते हैं जो डिफरेंट एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स बताते हैं ओशंस के वाटर बॉडीज के अंदर मूव होने के लिए। और मराइन इकोसिस्टम में थोड़े से फैक्टर्स देखने को मिलेंगे जैसा कि है ऑक्सीजन, टेम्परेचर, सैलिनिटी। ये फैक्टर्स के बेसिस पर ही डिफरेंट एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स डिफरेंट एडेप्टेशंस बताते हैं वो इकोसिस्टम में सर्वाइव करने के लिए। तो फर्स्ट है सैलिनिटी। सैलिनिटी यानी इंक्रीज अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्ट प्रेजेंट होता है मराइन वाटर बॉडीज में। वाटर को फिल्टर करने के लिए एक प्रोसेस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स, जिसको हम बोलेंगे ऑस्मोसिस। ऑस्मोसिस की प्रोसेस की मदद से वाटर सॉल्ट फिल्टर हो जाता है वाटर के अंदर से, और फिर वो वाटर को ये वाले एनिमल्स यूज करते हैं डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज़ को परफॉर्म करने के लिए। नेक्स्ट है टेम्परेचर। नीचे के लेयर्स में, ओशन के नीचे के जो लेयर्स होते हैं वहाँ पर एक्सट्रीमली कोल्ड टेम्परेचर होता है। तो जब भी टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा लो होता है तब ब्लड क्लॉट होने के चांसेस होते हैं। लेकिन एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स में ऐसे एजेंट्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं उनके ब्लड में जिसको हम बोलेंगे एंटी फ्रीजिंग एजेंट, जो ब्लड क्लॉट होने से रोकते हैं और एनिमल्स को उस एक्सट्रीमली कोल्ड टेम्परेचर में सर्वाइव करने के लिए हेल्प करते हैं। और ब्लबर थोड़े से ऐसे स्पेशल फीचर्स होते हैं एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स में जो इंसुलेटर की तरह एक्ट करते हैं और ज़्यादा कोल्ड क्लाइमेट्स में सर्वाइव करने के लिए हेल्प करते हैं। फिशेस में गिल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जो फिशेस को हेल्प करते हैं ऑक्सीजन एब्जॉर्ब करने के लिए। थोड़े ऐसे एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स होते हैं जो इमोबाइल होते हैं, जो मूव नहीं कर पाते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल बारमैकल्स। तो ये वाले एनिमल्स रॉक्स को बाइंड कर लेते हैं ताकि जब भी ओशन करंट्स हो, ओशन करंट्स से विथस्टैंड रह सके, उस कंडीशन में भी सर्वाइव कर सके। तो इस तरह का अडेप्टेशन बताते हैं। थोड़े से ऐसे एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स होते हैं जो सिम्बियोटिक रिलेशनशिप बताते हैं, जो एक दूसरे की हेल्प करते हैं और इस तरह से ये लोग सर्वाइव कर पाते हैं डिफरेंट ecosystems में. So these are the different kinds of adaptations that are adapted by the different aquatic animals in order to survive in the marine ecosystem. Goodbye.